Hi, welcome back. Our previous video was about the evolution of database management systems. How people manage data before the invention of computers, how people manage data during the initial ages of computers, and how people are managing data nowadays. That is, with the help of advanced technologies like DBMS, RDBMS, object databases, NoSQL databases, and other things. So we are going to take a specific topic on our previous video and discuss deeply in this video, that is file system. When people used file system to manage data, they face few issues. We are going to discuss all those issues in this video, then followed by how DBMS has overcome all those issues to become best system to manage data. So the topic of this video is purpose of database management system. What is the need of database management system? So as I said, there are few difficulties faced by the people when they use file system for managing data. Those are redundancy, difficulty in accessing, data isolation, integrity, followed by atomicity, concurrent access, and security. We will be discussing all these points in detail in this video now. So what is redundancy? Redundancy means repetition in data. For example, imagine we are using file system for managing data. So I'm having records for the list of students who are registered for subject maths and the list of students who are registered for the subject Tamil. So the file in the left hand side that has the list of students who are registered for the subject maths, and the file in the right hand side has the list of students who are registered for the subject Tamil. In both the files we have a common data, that is address. So it is obvious that repeated data is entered in both the files. Then difficulty in accessing. Imagine the same scenario. If I need address of a specific student, it is difficult for me to decide whether which file will be having the exact address of the student, because we are having addresses on all the files. Data isolation. So data is not in a common place or is not in a common format. So there is no specified format for managing data. So data will be in isolated format. Whenever I need a data, I need to accumulate few other files also to get the specific data in wanted. So that is data isolation. Integrity. Now imagine a scenario. The student has changed his home address, so he need to update the data to both the files here. He is going to his max teacher and informing that he has changed his home address. He needs to update here. So he has updated his address in this max file and he went home. He was about to update his address in Tamil file also, but the next day. So in between the day 1 and day 2, if we need his address to for some other purpose, there is no guarantee that we will be having his correct address in our database, because when we search for his address, we will be getting two different addresses for single register number. So which means the data we are getting from this file system is not guaranteed that it is 100% correct. So there lies integrity issue. Then atomicity. We are having two different bank accounts for person 1 and person 2. So person 1 holds 1000 rupees balance and person 2 holds 200 rupees balance. Person 1 is going to transfer rupees 200 to person 2. So this is the scenario. So what are the steps to be followed? We will be subtracting 200 here and adding 200 here simply, right? So imagine a software is going to do the same job. So software it has removed 200 here. In the midway of adding 200 to this balance here, power goes off or the system crashes or some machine failure. So after restarting the computer, the 200 will be debited from here, but 200 is not credited here. So we are missing rupees 200. So this is the exact issue when we use file system for managing data. So this issue is called as atomicity. So the correct process is, when all this process completed, it must be saved. Otherwise, the partial updates must be rolled back. So this is atomicity issue. Concurrent access. When it is file system, two people cannot access same file at the same time. User 1 is accessing file 1, it will be locked. Other people cannot access that. Only when he completed all his work, he saves it, he closes it. Only then that lock will be released to be accessed by other people. And security. Since files are not in specified format, files will be in different format, different locations, and there cannot be a security provided for all those files. So these are the difficulties faced by people when they use file system for managing data. And we are going to discuss how DBMS solves all these problems. Redundancy. So in DBMS there is a concept called normalization. So that normalization helps us in avoiding redundancy. Then difficulty in accessing. Imagine the same scenario. I need to access a student data that contains 2000 records of students in this file. Imagine. So among these 2000 records, it is very difficult for me to search a specific student data. But in DBMS, every table possibly will be having a key, a primary key. So with the help of that primary key, accessing data is very easy. Data isolation does not exist in a database management system if it is perfectly designed. There are no different formats allowed in DBMS, only table format. So multiple tables will be forming a database. So whatever data we need, we can take it from that specific database itself. We don't need to refer to some other file system or some other location. So data isolation does not exist here. Integrity. So in the same scenario, if I'm using database management system for managing this data, I'll be having a separate table named address where I store all the address of all the students. So when a student has to update his address, it is more than enough that if he updates if he updates in that specific table. So once it is updated there, whenever I take that address of specific student, it will be updated. So which means the data I'm getting is 100% reliable. So atomicity, as we said earlier, in the mint of debiting 200 from my account and crediting to the other account, if the power goes off or some other system crashes, the debited amount will not be credited to the other account. So there lies the atomicity issue. There is a concept called commit or rollback. For example, if you are going to execute uh, multiple queries, only when all those queries are executed successfully, that changes will be committed. So in case few queries are executed and the next query is failed to execute, the few queries that were successfully executed will also be rolled back. So in this commit or rollback concept solves atomicity issue. When with respect to database management system, concurrent access is possible and security more reliable. We can give access rights to specific people. We can give access rights to specific tables. For example, administrator can access all the tables and databases. A student can access only his records. A student cannot access the records of the teachers. So something like that. So we can give access rights to specific tables and databases, thereby providing security. So this is how database management system solves all the problems that faced by the people who use file systems for managing data. Thanks for watching. Keep supporting us.